Okay, gonna fire up the 440 here and show you everything works. So screen's black right now, everything's off. Emergency button's in, power's off. Press the power button. It's gonna boot up here. I'm using this keyboard, jog, mouse. Okay, start it up. Power on. I'll reset the emergency button. Press reset. First thing I'm going to do is reference the axes. So Z, Y, X, I'm just going to press them in order. And then I'll pan over to the machine referencing. So I already did the Z by the time I got over here. Y, then X. Okay. So I use the handle here, show you the axes here moving. X-axis there. Go Y. And Z. That sound there is just air hose catching on the rinky-dink enclosure. Alright, now I'll start it up, start the spindle, set this to 1000 RPM. It's in a high spindle range right now, so I can go all the way up to 10,000. Press forward. Speed it up. And then we'll go all the way up to 10,000. Let's see, well, it's spinning good. See if you hover it over, it'll actually tell you based on the range you're in what the min and max RPM are. And to change that, if you want to go to the lower range, get more torque, you have to actually open up this cover here at the top and switch over to belt. It's not too bad. So go ahead and hit escape here, and just gonna wind down the spindle. What else do we have here? I'm not gonna cut just yet because I gotta put a vise on the table, but I'll raise up the head and then show you the power drawbars working. It's set at 100 PSI right now. Press this button here. Got the tool out. I don't know if I'll be able to actually show the tool going in. I mean, you can see I got it here, it's not going in. Press the button, pops it in. I'll open up this cover up here. Power drawbar there. So let's see here. So there's a kind of an overview of the machine as well. It's not perfect, but there's some paint that's been chipping around here over time. Just pretty much like that when I got it. In the pan, I put this sheet epoxy polyurethane coat on, but it started to chip up. I guess it wasn't well adhered in one area or something, or I chipped it, dropped something, I don't know. This enclosure, like I said, is pretty cheap. I just put these sliding plexiglass panels in here. If I need to, I go in there and open them up. Same on this side. And then for the front door, I was gonna put hinges on at some point, but just never got around to it. Apparently I just have this a little bit thicker polycarbonate or whatever it is to act as a shield. Some of the stuff will splash on here, so I drilled some holes along this channel here. And then I kind of just did the approach of putting on this, building up this enclosure based off the prints from the Tormach website, and then I went around and caulked it wherever I saw any leaks. So kind of went around the whole seal here. One thing, when I run coolant, I had a magnet on here to hold this up in the back. This is the cord for the coolant. It's in a really bad spot because it's really easy for coolant to splash up on here. And I have tripped the GFCI outlet before by, got a little too moist around there. Too much moisture there. Put this little, just piece of wood on here to hold some of the tools. There's the TTS probe. There's the 3D Heimer. It needs a new tip, but this is the Diamond Drag engraver. Bottom enclosure here. Bottom stand. It's a pretty nice stand. It's got a key lock. If you ever need to use that. Doors open. This drawer actually comes out. And got some whey oil in there. Manual. It's actually an extra driver down here as well that I kind of salvaged some parts on the last time when this one went out. They sent me a new one. So what I did here with the drain, just because you got some caulk around here, this is just a stainless steel drain raised with a brass connection, and then I've got tubing. I'm just gonna clean this out. I got the whole garage a mess right now, kind of rearranging and cleaning up stuff, but it's gonna clean this out. This is the one I had to go on here, and then drain into the pan. Here's the current coolant pump. It's kind of dark in here, but I'll show you in another video that actually works. It's just not probably gonna last forever. Let's see, it's gonna be too dark probably to see here, but this is sitting on the cabinet with the sheet of steel in between. The bolts, yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it, but there's 4 bolts that come through from the machine, and those come through here. I just caulked around there, and I put a layer of caulk in between where it mated. Seems to do a decent job of stopping the leaks, or stopping it from leaking. Yeah, so I haven't had any leaks with this, surprisingly. I know the Tormach kit, when you buy it, comes with an actual drain that goes in here, but I liked the way I could put this in here, have it come out at a 90-degree angle, and then I can still close the doors. So that should be about it. I'll have to get another video later when I can get the vise on and show it actually cutting. Alright, thanks.